Jake has just won the HOH, so that's exciting. I am aligned with him. I feel like I say that with everyone. Side note, my strategy coming into this game was to like not really have a strategy because you have to be able to go with the flow and take the curves. My only thought was I need to make relationships and get on people's good side so they want to work with me. And now lots of people want to work with me, except they don't always all get along. They're on different sides of the house. So my plan moving forward because of that is just to kind of keep my mouth shut, because I just need to be better about that anyway. So keep my mouth shut and to kind of keep my head down until I know what side I'm taking moving forward.
Sam's target last night, so kind of my target last night, went home, and we walked in today to this HOH knowing that I feel like me, Sam, or Chandler has to win, because if anybody from the other side wins, they're going to put 2 of the 3 of us up. And I think that if the girls, well, I think they're going to throw it anyway, so I'm not even worried about them winning, because they're going to throw it regardless. So winning this HOH today was awesome. Like kind of my strategy, well, I didn't have a strategy, but my strategy was to hope to God I win the first and second rounds. In the third round, whoever I'm with in the finals, I'm going to go to them and be like, hey, listen, no matter what happens, we definitely need to keep each other safe. That happened to be Jayla. She obliged. Whether that was truthful or not, I don't know, because I ended up winning. But I am planning on holding up my end of the deal. That literally leaves Max T, Bradley, and Lauren. Okay, hey guys, this is the nomination ceremony. One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. Let's get this part up. So the first house guest I'm gonna nominate is Max T. I already told you, totally nothing personal, we just haven't talked really until today. You're really cool, go out and fight for that veto. Pull yourself down. My second nominee is gonna be Bradley. I'm sorry. Third time's the charm. I feel like you'll have no trouble pulling yourself off again. Good luck, guys.
Okay, so here we go. For whatever reason, everybody's thinking that Bradley is this huge target, which maybe he is. He's played at least like 3 times. I could be wrong, it might be more, but that's at least half the seasons. And he's made it to Final 3, but he's never made it to Final 2, while Max has won. But I guess not everybody realizes that Max has won and how much of a threat Max Teddy is. But, I mean, I guess if they haven't been in the viewing party, they would have no idea. So, I do like Max Teddy. We get along. Granted, this could be him talking game. He said he's gotten along fine with me since the beginning, which, like, I have no problem working with him. I just realized I can't take him at all to the end.
Hi, Josh. Hi, Steven. Hi, Facebook viewing party. Hi, Mom. It's me, Bradley. You may recognize me from BBH 7, week 1 on the block, week 2 on the block, week 3 on the block. Yeah, that's me. Been there, done that, messed around, not having fun, so pull me down. I'm over it. I really am. I have been flappy dunking for the last 9 hours of my life. And I will continue to flappy dunk until I'm all flappy dunked out. See you at the veto meeting.
So I spent an irresponsible amount of time playing Flappy Dunker, something like that. Last night I was up until about 4 in the morning.
What's up, guys? With a score of 489, congratulations, Jake. You have won the power of veto.
Hi, Josh. Hi, Steven. Just out here being essential. I am putting every last bit of whatever I have on the table here to see if I can get saved one more time. That's all I need is one more time. I will not put him on the block. I can guarantee you I can get Max to not put him on the block. Because I'll probably throw the HOH if I stay in this house one more round, so I don't have to do it. This is going to be a lot of work, and if I pull it off, someone buy me an ice cream cone. Actually, no. Milkshakes on Bradley again.
Hey guys, this is the veto meeting. I have decided not to use the power of veto. Good luck, Max and Bradley. Good luck, everybody else.
I vote to evict Bradley because he's scary.
Hey guys, it's Max. I vote for Bradley to be evicted. Sorry, buddy. No hard feelings, but gotta stick with the Maxes.
My vote is for Bradley.
Alright, so after some harsh deliberation and I don't know, it was a rough round. I think that I am going to vote to keep. I'm voting to keep Max. So honestly, my strategy is that Bradley is just a smooth talker. I think he's talking to everyone. Honestly, don't know if he voted for me and where our trust is at either. So yep, Max, I'm keeping you. I am voting to evict Bradley.
Okay, so this vote kind of sucks because I've gotten to know both of them pretty well, but unfortunately I do need to stick with my alliance at this point, and I need to keep my word. So tonight, it saddens me to do this, but I vote to evict Bradley.
Vote to evict Bradley.
All right, guys, the votes are in. Once I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few minutes to say their goodbyes and head to the battle back. And a unanimous vote. Bradley, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Okay, so a lot has happened since my last confessional. I won the veto. And that was super awesome. I had my entire week in my hands. It was me for HOH, me for veto. I had to rely on myself to keep my nominations the same. And that's what I did. I don't know. And after I won, Bradley was totally in my messages, talking to me, telling me, trying to plead his case to stay. Max kind of said, you know, he'd love to be saved, but really it was up to me. And I couldn't use it just because I didn't want to make another enemy. And I think it was good because if I could get Bradley out, then Max would kind of be decently cool with me. And I feel like that'd be easier for me to work that angle than to take Max or Bradley off, put up somebody else, and piss off two people moving forward. So I had to do what I had to do. I didn't use it, and it was a unanimous vote for Bradley to go. So I was like, damn, all it takes is me to come up in here in the one round Max Layton doesn't play veto to get Bradley out, which, I mean, it's whatever. And Bradley tried to say if I know the three people who are working together because those three people nominated me, which he is not wrong. Me, Sam, and Chandler are definitely working together. There was just really nothing he could do about it, and he was out the door. I just know he had 2 fire tokens, so whoever he gave it to now has 3 and is the richest person in the game right now.
Raise your hand if you won HOH. Oh, just me? Wow. Hey guys, I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. I nominate Daniel, and I also nominate Jennifer. Jennifer, no hard feelings. You're honestly not my target this week, so good luck, you guys. I didn't really give my reasons in the BBH chat as to why I nominated Daniel, but just so you guys know, I don't trust him, and he is a big competitor, and also definitely seems like someone who would stab you in the back, and also just like is the biggest threat and like is the one that makes the most sense to leave, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of like, duh, but whatever, you know?
It's me. I am the cursed child today.
So I was very nervous about HOH. I couldn't play, so really I had Sam, Chandler, Artisha, Jennifer, Shelby, all fighting for me, or to win for the Alliance. Of course, nobody can pull it off, and Jayla wins. But I felt pretty good because last round, when me and her were the final two for HOH, I kind of told her I'd keep her safe, and we'd kind of go from there. At least for the week, and she kind of did the same. I'm gonna yawn again. But she kept me safe. She actually made a really dumb kind of move for someone in a position like her. She nominated Daniel and Jennifer, with Daniel being your target and Jennifer being, you know, not really active. I mean, it made sense, but she doesn't know about our alliance, so nominating Daniel was perfect. This will be someone we can easily knock out if we had the votes to do so.
All right, guys, the results of this power of veto are in. First question was about California. The correct answer was 29.95 million. That eliminated Artisha, who was the furthest away. So Artisha's out. Second question was about something else. Something about something. Second question was, membership at Blockbuster. The answer was 49.93% in 2006 percentage. Person furthest away at that point, I believe, was Jayla. She was the furthest away. Then, first ATM was in 1969. Furthest away, saying 1986, was Shelby. Then, Mount Everest. The person furthest away was Jennifer. The correct answer was 29,035 feet. And then we're down to Max and Daniel. For how many years it takes Pluto to revolve around something? The sun? Oh, look. Pluto revolve around the sun. Max said 30 years. Daniel said 260 years. The correct answer is 248.02 years. Daniel, you have won the power of veto.
You know that thing that little kids do when they don't get their way and they're like, that's me right now, because Daniel won power of veto, which means he's going to take himself down. That's what I'm telling you guys. The fact that he won is just a clear sign. So now I have to put someone else up. I definitely just sent in the video sorry, I was looking at a notification. I just sent in the video to put up Chandler instead. Hear us out. Hear me out. I just don't feel like, I don't want to burn bridges with Sam just yet, because Sam just feels like a good ally to have. Max has good connections with Max Layton, so we definitely don't want to risk that yet until it's further in. And the same thing goes for Jake. Jake also saved, literally promised me safety from HOH nom, just out of the kindness of his heart. So I feel like I owe him one. But then that's it. We're done with the owing people after one, so that's the plan. I'm pretty sure, I hope that Josh screenshots what Chandler is putting into the group chat and shows the viewing party, because, oh my gosh, first of all, one, True Colors, wow, I didn't even think that you would care that much. I mean, obviously you're gonna care, but chill out. But you saying all that crap about Jennifer and just throwing Jennifer under the bus and not giving her any credit and making it seem like she can't play, you're basically telling her that she's worthless. So if you do come back, then Jennifer's going to be gunning for you, and I can guarantee you that I'm going to be on Team Jennifer, because you're being a total bitch. And Chandler, that's what I'm talking about. And then I go to see if he's seen, he had messaged me earlier after I sent in my nomination video. And I go to look at my messages with him, and it says, this person is unavailable on Messenger. and then I go to like look him up as a friend on Facebook, and I can't find him anywhere. The hoe blocked me. I'm sorry, this is not that serious. Like, calm down. Like, actually calm down. Like, it's just a game. Like, you guys. Chandler, first of all, Chandler blocked me on Facebook, so I can't message him. I can't even see him as a friend. Second of all, he has done nothing but be so petty and so butthurt about getting put up for eviction because he didn't see it coming. Like, you should not be this butthurt about getting put up for eviction. Like, you really should not. Like, did you think everybody was your friend? Like, let me just name you. Let me just tell you the things that he's done. He sent Max Layton a message and said, like, I know people don't want you in the house, so, like, watch your back. If you keep me, I'll keep you safe. And Max was like, well, not with that threat that you just gave me. Like, not with that petty comment you just made. And then Chandler sends him a voice message and is petty again. He blocks me on Facebook. Then he just put a voice message in the group chat for everyone to hear about, like, so-and-so, you're on the top of my list. So-and-so, you're on the top of my list. So-and-so, you're on the top of my list. And I'm just dying because it's really not that serious. Like, if I get kicked out, I literally will not care that much. Like, if I get kicked out, that's it. We're not even competing for money. Like, we're competing for fun. Like, it's a competition for the sake of competition. How can you be mad? Oh my gosh, he's so upset, and I feel so bad for laughing, but, like, honestly, this is so great. This is the tea, this is the drama, this is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? This is like the TV show that I signed up for. You guys, this has been the most dramatic virtual game, the virtual past 8 hours of my life. Chandler is such a sweet guy, and I know I just feel like that's the truth because of, like, the conversations that we've had. But then I'm like, he is so mad. Josh, if you're gonna see this, please show them what he said. Like, can you please play the voice message, somehow record that and have them let them listen to it? Because wow. Yeah.
Vote out Chandler.
I will get absolutely killed if there's a holdout because it will automatically be assumed to be me, I feel like. So I vote to evict Chandler.
Okay, hey guys, I vote to evict Chandler.
Hey gang, this vote is really easy. I'm voting out Chandler because what goes around comes around.
What's going on, everybody? It's Max. Tonight's the vote night between Chandler and Jessica. Chandler got on our chat and just said that she's a pawn and this is how it works and just belittled her to everybody. I don't roll like that. And then he hit me up saying that, you know, I should definitely...
I vote to evict Chandler.
I'm gonna throw a rogue vote and I'm gonna vote to evict Jennifer. I don't think she's going, but hopefully this may get me a pendant or at least stay in good graces if Chandler comes back. All right, that's it. I'll see you later.
All right, I am voting to evict Chandler.
All right, we have a vote. The votes are in, and by vote of 7-1, Chandler, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Couple of takeaways from what you guys just saw there. In terms of the Bradley eviction, I feel so bad for him. He just never could get any kind of footing in the game. People established him as a threat early on, and they just kept putting him up. The fact that Max Layton just saved him twice, though, is what really was the nail in his coffin, because people decided that those two needed to be split up. And if Max Layton didn't get safety, he probably would have been going home instead of Bradley. So that, again, just unlucky. But I have no doubts that given the format that we're using for the battle back this year, I think Bradley has a really good shot of making it, back into the house. Chandler, holy my goodness, he just burned the house straight to the ground as soon as he found out that he was getting voted out. And what was fascinating about what Chandler did is, if he wasn't so outwardly kind of mean and vocal about things in the main chat, I think that Shelby and Artesia were leaning towards saving him, but his mouth got in the way and it made it to where no one really wanted to work with him anymore. And instead of just taking that and deciding, okay, I still have the battle back, he's made it to where if he does win the battle back, he's going to be the first person voted out. So I don't understand in any way, shape, or form what he was thinking. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. Thoughts other than that as to what's going on? Jake is just playing such a good game. He was able to get Chandler's pendant of life. He is the first person to really think about pooling pendants together with other people, Sam in this case, to buy a steal a vote. He's thinking really hard, but the problem is people are starting to realize just how good he is. And on the other side, Shelby, we can't stop talking about her. Shelby, again, people just don't trust her. Everyone thinks that she is playing both sides, and most people know at this point she's playing both sides, and she's going to have to pick a side eventually.
So at the point that I'm recording this, I have not heard Steven's thoughts on the matter. We talked throughout the game and and share opinions and whatnot, but I've not heard his official thoughts on the two things. But I have a feeling that we're going to disagree on some things in these two evictions. I thought it was an okay move for Jake to go after Bradley. I think I wanted to convince myself it wasn't, because I didn't want Bradley or Max to go. But I thought that Jake could have taken Bradley up on the offer for pendants, because Bradley offered up pendants in the game and Jake did not bite at it at all. Maybe it was too little too late because it was his last pitch. But I thought Jake should have taken it, especially because Jake has been someone that has expressed interest in purchasing that steal vote. And I think he might still make it happen otherwise, but I thought maybe he could have saved Bradley and gained another friend in the game. But as Jake has said, after that, he kind of did fall back into the background a little bit in terms of the big picture. Not completely, but enough that I don't think that that he's in trouble right now. Then Jayla wins HOH, and Steven will tell you that he thinks that it was a disastrous move to put Daniel and Jennifer on the block. I think it was a bad move. I don't think it was a disastrous move. And the reason I don't think it was a disastrous move was because at the end of the day, if she takes Daniel out, who is then going to be like, oh, I got to get my revenge for Daniel, I'm coming after Jayla. Now, where it's bad is that and Jake said this, that it was bad she did not come after anyone in that alliance, and ultimately still didn't. But and so that's not good for her alliance, because then if she takes out a weak person or someone that isn't necessarily coming after them like Daniel, you leave the people in the game that are coming after your alliance. So that's where it's bad. She got a gift. She doesn't even realize it, but Jayla got a gift when Daniel won Power of Veto and was able to pull himself off, and she almost put Artesia up, which would have been all right, but then she ended up landing on Chandler, and wow, I'm sure Steven's gonna talk about this more, but Chandler blew up the house. If you haven't seen what's definitely in this episode, Jayla's explanation of the whole thing, it's masterful how Jayla talks about it. It's amazing. But Chandler blew up the house, went nuclear, as Steven told me, and that's a good way to put it. Went nuclear, and it didn't work well. His points, he had a lot of good points. He said that Jennifer was a pawn, and if you don't take the pawn out now, she's gonna sit next to you, and then you're gonna go home, and then she's gonna sit next to you again, then you, the next person, and you're gonna go out, and Jennifer's just gonna sit there and sit there and sit there until all of you big threats are gone. And he's 100% correct. He is 100% right. I thought that was his best argument to make. I just don't think he went about it in the right way by blowing up the house, doing it in the main chat, not making his pitch in side conversations. That's what I think he should have done, instead of just going all in at one. I think Chandler's social game wasn't great. He was not totally available all the time, and then ultimately he put the nail in his own coffin when this happened, though I didn't think he was going to save himself anyway. So that's kind of my thoughts, and I hope you're enjoying the season and these episodes.